Is this my most anticipated upcoming factory builder? Well, it is certainly up there. This is Factory Town 2 Paradise. It is, of course, the sequel to Factory Town. It is an automation game, but it's also a city builder in a very curious sense. This version of the game, this second sequel, the first sequel to Factory Town is set on a desert island, except this time, instead of just having to build a straight up factory town, we do instead need to interact with a sentient, or soon to be sentient, volcano. There we go. He's going to give me a little bit of a spiel, but whilst he does that, I'm going to tell you that this video has been sponsored very kindly by the developer of the game. The game Factory Town 2 releases today, so you should absolutely go and check it out down in the description below. It is available on Steam right now. Fantastic. Great. Means that everybody can play it, and I can't wait to dive in. I am so unbelievably hyped for this. The game may look kind of cutesy, but this is honestly one of the most hardcore automation games that I think I have ever played, and I am really, really, really looking forward to building a sprawling factory town metropolis over the course of this game. So, initially, early on, I am playing as a character. I am doing a lot of the resource harvesting, the resource collection, manually, chopping down trees, all good, happy days. We got some tutorials, some quests over here. Harvest wood, build a house, increase our population. At the present moment, my population is set at 0. How can we increase our population a little bit? Well, we can build ourselves a house. If we do that, that will increase the amount of thank you. That will increase the amount of population that we can have living on the island. Very, very, very good. So a new visitor has arrived. Happy days. Housing capacity, upgrades, etc. We can get this house upgraded over the course of the game. Not quite yet, but we will soon. Right, if we complete this quest over here, we will be able to nab ourselves a market, which is very exciting. People are only going to show up if you can keep everyone happy. The next thing that you should do is build a market. That is right. Also worth noting that we only have housing capacity of 2 at the present moment. So there we go. That is something that we do need to consider. But that's not what I wanted to do. I was trying to move right at the same time. We will build ourselves a market right over here with a little bit of the stone that we just accrued. And this market is going to allow us to sell some goods back to our villagers in order to make money. That's right. Okay, the reward for completing this quest is a little bit of volcano experience. We got volcano experience just up here. A measure of how powerful the volcano is. Deliver items to increase this level and earn rewards. That is indeed the objective, and you can see how much experience we need in order to proceed to the next level. So, what does the market sell? Well, it can basically sell anything that is food related. In the early stages of the game, we're probably only going to be dealing with like raw foodstuffs. So, stuff like the wheat that I've just harvested over here. We can come back, we can pop this into the market, boom, happy days, and we'll nab ourselves just a little bit of additional volcano experience. Thank you very much. And now, this is where we start to automate things. We are able to assign workers. We can assign 2 workers, I suppose. We can assign some workers to the market, and they, very conveniently, are going to go and harvest the resources that are currently being sold in said market. You can also, by the way, see how much we sell the wheat for. We sell it for 1 coin. That's good. It gives 1 food. If we use it as animal food, it counts as +5. Durability, 120 seconds. There we go. Get that squared away. That is looking great. And now we have some new objectives to build a couple more houses and to increase our population, which I absolutely am going to do. Let's go and look at all this. Look at all this sort of stuff. Look at all this stuff. I probably don't want to show the lock stuff because otherwise I'm going to get very confused very quickly. But that's fine. 2 more houses. That's good. That is going to give me a little bit of extra spare capacity in order to manage a larger population. Thank you. And I'm going to nab some coconuts as well so that we can offer a secondary foodstuff in our market, which is very exciting, isn't it? Boom. There we go. Amazing. And now, you know what? We can just get as many... We can get as many people as possible working in this market. So we can have a maximum of 5 employees. So that's great. And look at that. Automatically harvesting. Amazing. Love to see it. Okay, we're going to unlock a footpath if I complete this quest, which is great. That is going to allow me to get some speed bonuses. Deliver coconut to the market. Yep, let's get that ticked off as well. Build 10 footpath. I think I can just about manage that. Footpath is going to cost me a little bit of stone to build. Let's sort of roughly... There we go. Roughly get a footpath over here. That's not, not a hugely useful footpath. Ideally, we're going to want to try and get footpaths that go between different sort of production areas, different buildings, etc. That is all good. Right. The volcano is going to want me to feed it things, which I am fine with. We can assign people to work at the volcano, and we need to assign 2 people, and we need to get the volcano up to the next level. The volcano will eat a bunch of different stuff. For example, wheat. For example, coconuts. For example, stone. It looks like this villager over here is going to start mining stone in the very first instance, which is grand, and then you're going to throw that straight on into the volcano. So yeah, as you can see, we're gonna make short work of that. You don't have enough workers to fill the jobs. That's fine. Don't worry about it. I will decrease the number of workers that we have working at the market, and that will allow the secondary person to go and work in the volcano, which is very, very nice. Now, do I want to help out here? I think I probably do. I think I will go and get as much stone as I possibly can, and then literally just throw it all into the volcano, because why the heck not? Might as well. Boom. Right, I think I've got enough coconuts and enough wheat now to throw all of the correct resources into, there we go, into the volcano, such that it levels up. I'm going to continue and get the, there we go, get that sorted, and then get the coconuts in there as well, just for good measure. Okay, it looked like you leveled up. You're now a level 1 villager. Very nice. We can nab ourselves a crate, which is going to be another building that we're going to be able to build, and a new quest, deliver wood to the volcano. Okay, that's fine. Well, these 2 people that are now working, they should probably go and get some wood instead. Very nice. And we can also get, there we go, a new bit of research done as well. I haven't had a meal in 5,000 years. I would feed myself, but I can't move and I don't have hands. Other than that, I'm actually super powerful. It's true. Okay, guess I went dormant for a bit. Okay, it's fine. We can nurse you back to strength. Right, rewards processing, new reward available, a lumber mill, and we've unlocked a lumber mill. Fantastic. And we get to spend some reward points, which is going to allow us to explore the tech tree. Oh my lordy, there is so much stuff here, which is great. We are going to be building and hopefully automating a whole heck of a lot of it. It's going to be starting with the lumber mill. Lumber mill is going to allow us to refine some planks from wood. And we're also, oh yeah, going to be able to build some chutes. Chutes will be the first form of, I want to say belt that we are going to get. They're not quite as good as belts, but actually in some ways they are a little bit better. Okay, collect stone. Let's build a lumber mill. And let's think about strategically where we want to do this. This lumber mill probably should be in a location that is adjacent to the trees. Yeah, I'm thinking over here. I'm thinking that that's pretty good. Let's get that sorted, and let's see if we can try and get a lumber mill assigned. So we need to assign a planks recipe, which apparently we've already done. I guess that's probably because we only have a single recipe, and that is planks. Yep. We can assign some workers, which I will get 4 of them. Sure. Are we at maximum housing capacity? Yeah, we're at maximum housing capacity here. That's a little bit annoying. Let's drop down the number of people that we have working at the market and instead get people working in the lumber mill so that we can start automating that. Deliver wood to said lumber mill. Let's get all of that over there, and then all we need to do is just wait for the planks to get made. It's just that simple. Very, very good looking stuff, and we'll make a little bit of progress on the volcano XP as well. You can walk right up the lumber mill and collect those planks into your inventory. Yep, there we go. Perfect, perfect, perfect. It's just too easy. Right, stock those planks in the market. Your villagers will happily pay for them. Well, it would be my great pleasure Be my great pleasure to start selling them as well. Oh, and oh, they sell for 3 coins. They sell for a tiny little bit more than other foodstuffs that we've got, which is kind of great. Okay, the town must grow, build some more houses, excellent, and get our population up to where it needs to be. That is a great shout. I need a little bit of wood in order to do that, so let's nab a few trees real quick. Thankfully, we are, there we go, fairly good at knocking down trees. There we go, and nab you there. Let's, there we go, put as many houses around here as we possibly can. Happiness is still pretty good. You can see, by the way, that happiness is gained from a variety of different categories. So if we fully supply everybody's food requirements, then great. We get happiness from that. If we supply everybody's industry requirement, which is supplied through wood, stone, bamboo, and planks, so we're actually able to get ourselves some of that industry requirement. You note, by the way, that we get +2 industry from supplying the planks, and that is where the +4 comes from. It is thanks to the 2 there, which is very much required. Very, very good indeed. You have some workers without a task? Yeah, well, let's go and get a few more then. Why the heck not? Okay, looking good. Get that sorted. Oh, new quest available. Send out invitations. When you're ready, accept. Okay, we'll do it. In fact, I think you're maxed out right now, so spread the word. Send some invitations. I'll blast them out into the sky. Okay, let's do it. 20 coins to level up, basically. Max villager level, level 2, max population +10. I mean, I'm not going to say no to an increase in the max population, am I? Come far and wide? Yes, please. You still have to keep people happy. Nobody wants to hang out in some kind of disaster island. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? Right. We will research, or we can research, cultivation. It's very nice. A harvester hut. Okay, interesting, interesting, interesting. Open the quests panel. Great. That's what we like to see. So, we're going to have a variety of different quests over the course of time. Harvest time. We need to get the volcano level up. We need to unlock the harvester hut. That shouldn't be too difficult. And in fact, we're going to literally get the volcano to the next level momentarily. What I would say is I'm not super happy with my current rate of transit through the woods here. I almost wonder, can I do something with a path through here? I mean, I need some stone, so let's go and get some stone. Lumber mill storage, level 1. Okay, I'll take it. That's good. And then we need to build a few more houses. We need to increase our population just a little bit more. We are gaining population. It is just a little bit slow. And then let's also get cultivation. There we go. Harvester hut. Beautiful. And the harvester hut is going to allow us to harvest a whole bunch of resources. So this is a really, really, really super powerful building, which I am excited to benefit from. How much stone do I need? Probably not that much stone. I think that's a pretty okay amount of stone. We have got 3 people that are currently idle, which I am not happy about. No siree. Now, can I build across? I don't think I can build across water. I think I may need to get... a structure in order to do that. Wooden scaffold arch. Yeah, you can see you can walk across water, but it is quite slow. Yeah, I know. So, we can build structures because one of the crazy things about this game is that you can actually build in 3 dimensions. How crazy is that? And honestly, can we build a path across the top of that? I think we can. Yeah, we absolutely can. And then, let's go down this way, down this way. Cool. Okay, so we sacrificed the lives of a few trees in order to make There we go. The journey time just a lot faster. So it is right through the middle of the forest, but wow, you can actually see the increase in speed there. That is really, really, really important. Okay, Harvester Hut. Let's do that, and let's immediately start benefiting from having a bunch of trees in this area. I mean, I could move you up there. Again, sacrificing a tree, but that's okay. That's fine. Let's get 2 people working here. I think that's fairly reasonable. We'll get that completed, get a little bit of progress on that front. And, oh, yes, that gives me the opportunity to talk about chutes, which I am very interested in doing. I can move buildings, which I'm going to do in this specific case, and then we're going to see if we can try and get ourselves a chute. So, a chute is a super cool bit of kit, and yoink, thank you. I will yoink all of the 50 planks from here. Planks mastery is reached for level 1. The value's gone from 3 to 4. Okay, so that's the value that is in the market. So when they're sold, we get extra value from it. Look, chute. Here's what I want to do. The way that chutes work, we are literally able to drag them from building to building, and as long as the resource is rollable, in the case of logs are rollable. Planks, however, I don't think are rollable, so we wouldn't be able to have a chute on the output of the lumber mill. But now we can automatically have all of our resources transported from the harvester hut right on into the lumber mill. How cool is that? That is unbelievably cool. Yes, yes, yes. I have already done that. It's just that simple. Right, flour power. You can use a flour mill to turn wheat into flour. It's worth more than coins and will make your villagers happy. Yeah, I probably want to do that. I also want to open the mastery panel, which will allow me to see at a glance how... Yeah, there we go. Planks. How we've increased the value of said resource. That is looking really, really good. Okay, let's go and check out our housing situation. And to be brutally honest, we need to start figuring out what we're going to do here. I'm going to build another harvester hut because I want to start... There we go. I want to start harvesting some stone. I don't want to be manually dealing with that. So that is something that we need to sort out. Deliver planks to the volcano, deliver wood to the volcano. We're delivering quite a lot of wood, to be honest with you. I think we're going to increase that a little bit more. We still have space for 2 people, so going to want to expand a little bit as we go. Let's get the rest of the houses built. We need 4 woods. That's fine. Trees regrow. Unless you build a building on top of them, the trees will regrow. And I am not overly concerned about how many trees we have at the present moment. Right. There we go. There we go. There we go. Nice. Okay, so that is a lot of additional housing. Might not all get filled up right away, but that is fine. That is absolutely fine. Your happiness is low. New villagers won't show up. You probably need to stock up on more items in the market. Yeah, so let's have a little look at exactly what's going wrong. Pretty much everything, to be brutally honest. We do not have enough coconuts. We do not have enough planks. We do not have enough wheat. So here's what we are going to do. We're going to cut all of the people out of the market. I know, unpopular. Very, very unpopular. We're going to then get a harvester hut. In fact, actually, I'm going to get enough ingredients for 2 harvester huts. I'm going to get a harvester hut for coconuts, and let's build it... Yeah, let's build it sufficiently far away that we're not going to occupy any potential development space for houses. I'm going to have 2 people right over there, and then I'm going to also nab another harvester hut, and that other harvester hut is going to be right over... I kind of want it to cover this entire... area. I'd sacrifice... Yeah, a few bits of wheat, but I think it's worth it. Let's go and get 2 people in there. And we do need to make a flour, or we do need to try and make a flour mill. How do I do that? Food mill is here, so it's going to require 1 heart point, which we cannot get until the volcano hits the next level, which is fine. Build 3 harvester huts. Amazing. We're just going to get to that level quicker, which is real nice. And... you are going to harvest from here. And now I'm assuming I still have 2 spare people. So let's go and see. Yeah, it looks like they're going to harvest, or they're going to take their resources directly from... We're going to speed up the transiting here with some pathways for sure. Some footpaths. There we go. That's looking good to me. Well, it would be looking good to me if I could afford it, but I can't. So, there we go. Yoink. That's why I built this harvester hut over here. It was almost as if... I'm not a snake. Almost as if I had a purpose for doing exactly that. Beautiful. Right, so now, when we're restocking the markets... In fact, if I build another footpath down here... There we go. If I'm restocking the market, then we have now got super high-speed access. And in fact, country roads, I guess that's a quest that I was going to get from doing... from building a lot of roads. That's now super easy. That is pretty darn great. How's this harvester hut looking? Let's yoink that out of there. Let's yoink this into here. Let's yoink some coconuts in there. And you know what? Yoink a whole bunch of planks in there. That will improve happiness. I guarantee you that will improve happiness. Whether or not it's enough, we will wait and see. We have got full plank capacity here. I will take both wood and planks out of there. That is good. Look at all this crafting that's happening in the lumber mill. That's great. It's really good. Okay, happiness is going up. That's what we want to see. Happiness is in a great position. And in fact, one more bit of log, I think, and that will yield us... There we go. Another reward point, which is exactly what we want in order to get the food mill. Happy days. Yes, please. And you know what? That means that we can actually use ourselves... Use ourselves? Means that we can actually get ourselves another chute, which I'm very excited about. Let's plonk you down here. There we go. Let's make sure that you have got a recipe of flour. And then let's go into paths. Let's go into chute. And let's be very specific about this because I think... There we go. We want to try and make sure that we don't interrupt any... Oh, can we do it at the side? Maybe we can't do it at the side. Oh, it's perfect. Yeah, that's good. So yeah, we want to basically do that so we still allow access to the wheat underneath. Yep, there we go. And look, somebody just walked under, so that's perfect. That's exactly what we wanted to see. So we've got this already level of sort of three-dimensionality, which is pretty cool. Are you... Yeah, you're facing the right way, even though it looks like you're facing the other way. Your access is out the front here. So that's great. Let's get people assigned. It does... Actually, it does work. It does work without people being assigned. But I do believe that it is quicker if we have people inside crafting, giving us that speed boost, which is very, very nice. I am happy with that. Okay. Quest, wood mastery, farming action, plant tree. Okay. Nice. Very good. Okay, produce 10 flour. We are just about to get that done. We're not at volcano level 4 yet, unfortunately. But we will be soon. And our happiness is actually through the flippin' roof. Holy cow, it's through the roof. Oh, that's amazing. That is amazing. Let's bang that into there. Let's keep the good times going here. And then, yeah, let's see what happens to people's happiness when they get hold of flour. That's very exciting, isn't it? Right. This goes out here. There we go. More people are arriving each and every day. That is great. Flour power. Thank you very much. I will take that. Deliver flour to the markets. Yes. Flour should be delivered to the markets. And in fact, we don't maybe want to deal with wheat anymore. We're probably okay dealing with wheat, but that's okay. What can we spend our crafting tokens on? This is a recipe book. Spend crafting tokens here to unlock better recipes for your buildings. Ooh, yeah. So that's going to be a refined plank that we can make from the cost of 2 planks. Okay, fine. Food mill, we can also get refined flour. And we can get sugar from sugarcane. Interesting. Okay, so not a huge amount of option at the moment to spend those crafting points, but that's okay. Produce a refined plank. Yeah, you want me to do a refined plank? That's fine. We'll do that in a second. Also, my population is now at 20 out of 20, so it is time to level up. Thankfully, I have already got the 200 coins, so let's immediately spend that. Let's get it done. Needs, okay, needs have changed. So needs of food, needs of drink, needs of clothing, and needs of industry have all increased. Quest complete. Rewards, transport, road, catapult, merchant, population level, collect coins. I mean, yes, please, just give me all of these. Give me all of these quests. I will take them all. I think you're ready for the full story. What do you want first? The good news, the bad news. The good news, if we team up, I'm very confident we can destroy the gigantic space meteor that is heading to destroy us all. The bad news, guess you probably just figured that out. Okay, so that is our objective. We need to try and team up with the volcano in order to stop big space rock. Keep growing your tanks. You can need a lot of people to help produce all this stuff. Yeah, don't worry about it, buddy. Irrespective of you, I was gonna build up a heck of a big town. Right, video game wants me to get refined planks. I guess we'll do that then. That's fine. So that gives me paper and the refined plank recipe. Deliver paper to the volcano. That is another quest for the volcano. Flipping heck, there's a lot of quests, aren't there? There is a lot of quests. What am I looking for? Nope, not that one. I'm looking for quests here. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff. So we can pin and unpin different quests here. Cool. Deliver flour to the market. Yeah, that should all be happening. So we do still have housing capacity, and we've also got population capacity as well. So we can deal with all of this. This is fine. As long as my happiness is in a good place, which it is for now. Might not be in perpetuity, but it's fine for now. As long as it's fine, we will be good. Now, the real question is, can I automate stuff like flour? So could I theoretically get a... Yeah, okay, I could. That's interesting. Okay, we're going to remove all of that. And then I think we're going to try and get... an automated chute delivery system. Automated chute delivery system. How high can we go and still take out of here? That's not too bad. So I think we want to try and keep this up at the same level. Yep, let's do that there. Brilliant. So that will allow us to work. I want to use, in as much as I possibly can. Yeah, I want to use the verticality of the situation. Yeah, I think that's perfect. And are people still able to walk under there? Yeah, they absolutely are. Amazing. So now we don't need to worry about delivering flowers. Flowers? No, just flour. Just flour. That's fine. Amazing. And the value of wheat has also increased. We finished that quest. We're able to build a workshop now. Cool. Wheat mastery. Plant wheats. That's cool. So, I mean, do I want to do something with coconut? Maybe. Maybe. Let me just double check. Let me just double check that. Yeah, see, look at this. I didn't think that planks could be rolled on a chute. Maybe that was just the angle that they were at, but I'm pretty sure they can't roll. Yeah, they definitely can't roll. Okay, just checking. Just wanted to absolutely make certain. So the deliveries will still have to be conducted manually. That's fine. But at least now for flour, we have got basically an entirely automated process, with the exception of the harvesting part, which is done manually. The rest is automated. Now, the other thing that I wanted to know, I can put this directly into the volcano here. Let's see. So this is a little bit funky, but we can get ourselves... Oh, no, maybe I haven't unlocked the logic blocks required to get a splitter in place. But if we want to, we can... There we go. We can do something like that. Ah, just just a little bit of an issue there with this pesky little thing called gravity. There we go. So if we take... Oh, hold on. Take this off. Oops. Take this off the belt there. Sure. There we go. And now we are able to automatically deliver flour to the volcano, which I think I'm going to do on a temporary basis just because I want to get to the next volcano level. It seems like a good thing to do. Are we okay for everything? We're fine for everything but planks. Planks are something that I would like to... Thank you very much. Some planks are something that I would like to get sorted. Right, what's up? You want me to unlock the workshop? I will do that then, I guess. So that's going to unlock the wood wheel and the wood conveyor belt. Okay, now we are talking. Conveyor belts, automation. That's what I'm all about. So, what does a conveyor belt require? So, workshop, let's build you like here. Sure. So, select the recipe. It's going to be planks. It's going to be bamboo. Right. Well, let's set up the wood wheel for now. That's relatively easy for us. The wood wheel... The wood wheel? The wood, we can actually deliver... We can actually deliver via chute over here. There we go. Pipette that. I flippin' love doing this. The only thing about chutes, right? You need to be careful that chutes don't... that chutes don't end up, like, defying gravity. Like I tried to do with the volcano there. That's actually not too bad. That's a pretty good... That's a pretty good job. Yeah, then let's get 2 people assigned here. Great. And hopefully we should be able to move the planks over. Like, that should take no time at all. And now we're going to start making wood wheels, which is great. Complete the quest for the workshop. Produce wood conveyor belts. And deliver wood wheels. Produce wood conveyor belts. Yes, don't worry. I really want the conveyor belts. Okay, so we can get 2 recipes in at the same time. Bamboo, however, is a bit of a problem because it's all the way across there. Well, I have a solution. I have a solution to the bamboo problem. Hear me out here, folks. Hear me out. Right, I am going to yoink... nope. I'm going to yoink all of the stone. There we go. Yoink all the stone. Where are you going to go? You're going to go to bamboo. You're going to go to harvest the bamboo. I mean, that's fine. Don't get me wrong. I'm not begrudging you for doing your job. But I just think it's better to have a bamboo specialist, if you know what I mean. What am I looking for? There we go. Bamboo specialist with two bamboolizers. That is a technical term for somebody who collects bamboo. But now we have a bespoke bamboo specialist. They're able to harvest the bamboo directly, and then we're going to move it across to the workshop, I very much hope, and that will allow us to get some wood wheels. Very nice. And we start to get a couple. Already, and we've actually already produced a conveyor belt. Cool. Right. A volcano has leveled up again. That's great. We've got a food mill storage level. Okay. I'm happy with that. My population is continuing to grow. I do still have a little bit of excess housing capacity. Let's build that there. That there. That's a bit of a bad decision, isn't it? Because I needed to... There we go. Rotate you around. Yeah, that's better. So that should have a pathway through the middle of it. Good. Looks amazing. Looks amazing. And it gives me just a little bit of extra capacity. How's the flower mission coming along? It's fine. But I think, unfortunately, we're going to have to divert our flour back to, you know, serving the needs of the village rather than serving the volcano. A little bit of lunch, unfortunately. Yeah, sorry about that. Do I want to get... What I could do... I could do a coconut delivery route. The reason why I've kind of been holding off on a coconut delivery route, it's not because I don't think coconuts are a totally valid... That's actually unbelievably good. Coconuts are very, very rollable. They're an unbelievably good source of food on an island with not very many sources of food. No, I was kind of thinking that we'd probably want to replace coconuts in the market fairly soon, because we've obviously only got 6 slots, right? So we have a limited amount of slottage that we're able to get. Right. I would very much like to get a catapult. This is how I was thinking of transporting bamboo. I had this idea in the back of my mind. I mean, road seems a lot more sensible. But a catapult. Bruh, come on. You gotta. Catapult is 50 flippin' refined planks. We can make them, can't we? Yeah, we can make refined planks. That's okay. We need a lumber yard. A lumber mill. We need refined plank. We need to get 2 people assigned here. That's good enough. Workshop, how's this looking? Not great. Not great. But that's okay. Everybody seems to be taking out of the side over here. Don't know why that is the case, but hey-ho. Coconut mastery, you'll love to see it, and we can now plant coconuts. Oh yeah, so can we actually... Yeah, we totally can. We can plant trees, we can plant coconuts, we can plant wheat as well. All it does, or all it means, is that we spend 100 coins or so, and we have to spend 10 of whatever the resource is, and we're going to be able to plant a whole bunch of new vegetation around wherever it is that we want. I'm okay with that. It's just not a direct priority for right now. Well, things are looking good. We are at 42 out of a possible 50 refined planks, which will enable me to build a catapult, which I really want to build and use so that we can actually start making wood conveyors. I might stop making wood wheels, because we probably just don't need them. We have almost certainly got... Hold on, let's just go into quests here. We've almost certainly got... Yeah, deliver wood wheel to the volcano, deliver... I mean, there's so many. There's so many quests. I mean, we could pin them all up and we'd have plenty. But I think we'll just leave the main ones for now. Collect coins. Research magic chest. Okay, I'll take that. Rewards a magic chest, a special storage building that deposits items directly into the global player inventory. Okay, that's a pretty good bit of kit. The refined planks, great. A whole bunch of additional quests. Build a magic chest. Yes, we will use that in just a sec. However, oh, you're taking the boat around, are you? However, who cares about that? Because we can now build a catapult, or at least if I collect the resources from here, we should be able to build a catapult. Very excited about that. Also, it's time to spread our... spread our something. Spread our invitations. There we go. Spread our invitations far and wide. Proceed to the next population level and max out at a possible 40 population now. I've got 36 houses, so we got a little bit of excess capacity there, which is fine. Quest complete. Island expansion. Okay, what is this? Almost forgot the best part, so maybe you notice this island is getting a little cramped. Well, don't worry, I'm a volcano. Can make new land appear right in the ocean. New islands will have all kinds of new items to harvest and use in your recipes. Okay, earn perk points by completing side quests for the volcano. Yeah, that's fine. We are doing that. So side quests, these are the sort of, you know, build the magic chest. Ooh, a perk point. Deliver 100 wood wheels. Deliver 100 flour. We're going to get that. We're going to get the 100 flour, like, really, really quickly, in fact. And you know what? We can do it. You know what I should do? I should have my own bespoke... volcano delivery service line. There we go. For flour. Which means that we can now just bish bash bosh get all of the goods funneled directly in. There's no point in sort of sitting around or having sort of one of our 3 people here delivering resources. That's really good. How's the market looking, by the way? Flour, not so much. Planks, not so much. Oh, I got distracted. I need to build this catapult. So, here's what I'm thinking. Bamboo is far away. Bamboo can be close. if we use catapult. Right, so how the heck do we make the catapult work? I honestly am not quite sure. Deliver flower to the volcano. Great, we got ourselves a perk point. It's literally just that easy. Okay, what can we get? We can get avatar harvesting, avatar speed, crop yield, worker harvest speed, or regeneration speed. Worker pockets. Let's villagers carry more equipment so they don't need to visit the markets as often. Player can build 2 max chests. Ooh, okay, okay. I don't want to take anything quite yet. That's fine. We need to earn 8 perk points. That is quite a lot of perk points, if I'm being honest with you. Bamboo. Bamboo's got to roll, right? Yeah, there we go. Bamboo absolutely has to roll. Let's get that into there. And then let's get this loaded up. So are you within range of... Oh, you're kind of within range. Physical storage. Yeah, so what we can do, right, is that we could theoretically deliver to here. Can we set that as a location? Target? Oh, don't tell me you're just outside. So that is within, and then this is out. So if... Yeah, I mean, that's why I built the crate, and obviously we can get the stuff. We can move it that way, but I think we kind of want to... I think we... There we go. I think we kind of just want to actually just do the sensible thing, move it across, then see if we can try and get this target here. Great. Look at that. Okay, we're now delivering bamboo via catapult, which is so fundamentally based that I honestly feel like saying 6, 7. You know, that's the sort of like levels of enthusiasm that I have for this moment. Okay, pick this up. Give me a little opportunity to get this out here. Good. Down to... Down to like there, sure. Yeah, I don't love that, but you know what? It'll do for now, I think. Right. In fact, actually, do we even need... We don't even need wood. We don't even need wood for this recipe. Okay, let's actually ditch it then. Let's ditch all of that. I will rebuild it if I need to. Put it that way. I will rebuild it if I need to. Now, currently my 2 workers are grabbing bamboo from all the way over there. That's fine. Allow delivery to other buildings. Turn that off. So if we turn that off, then that means that we will only export via catapult, which is the exact perfect way that we want to do this. And then that means that my other 2 people are going to be picking up the refined planks from the lumber mill over here, which is perfect. And with that, we are going to be able to make some wooden conveyor belts. And also, I think this is the absolutely perfect place to deploy my magic chest. It's going to cost me $1,000. That's rather a large amount of money. Fine. You know what? It's okay. We'll deal with it. Anyway, take this out, and then there we go. Look at that. So now, if we item filter wood conveyor belts, as soon as we get another wood conveyor belt, we should be able to use a wood conveyor belt to transport a wood conveyor belt to the magic chest, and that will go straight on into my global inventory. That is the dream, anyway. Let's get 2 more people assigned here, because this is taking far too long for my... There we go. Look at that. It's working. Deliver wood to the volcano. Amazing. We've completed that little side quest. Produce wood conveyor belts. Sure. And look at that. We should see that number increase from 15 up to 16. Amazing. 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 That is exactly what we like to see. So, show me... Produce wood conveyor belts. Thank you. Connect 2 buildings with conveyor belts. I've actually already done that, but I guess this might not count as 2 buildings. Do you know what? Could do it with... Could do it with this. Could do it with this building. Yep. Just like so. Amazing. That is a wood connected conveyor belt. Oh, I need to accept the quest first. And there we go. And we will unlock the ability to conduct research in the utility tree. Cool. Alright. Stonemason. Yeah, but also utility, right? What does the utility give us? Reservoir. Logic blocks. This is what I was talking about. So this would be the splitter, which would allow us to split on belts and chutes, which I'm very interested in. However, let's follow the logic of the stonemason for a little bit. That's fine. Build the stonemason. Probably worth building the stonemason near stone, although there is actually a little bit of stone over here. That's maybe worth exploring. Right, yeah, you're idle. I would really like to speed up lumber mill storage, so we can spend 50 coins to increase the lumber mill storage, but I would love to be able to increase this. Harvesting. Let's maybe get 2 more people here. Let's get another lumber mill. Yeah, like there. Lumber mill doing planks. Hold on. Yeah, I think lumber mill doing planks. That's what we're after. And then you are just going to continue to make refined planks to the tune of however many you want to make. Good. Okay, give me a chute over here. That's pretty decent as well. We've now got 4 workers in this location. That's great. And we're going to be able to make even more planks now. So what we do with those planks, TBD, I suppose. But to be fair, we could also automate this. Yeah, we could also automate this. Absolutely no reason not to do that. Yeah, this is where I think maybe we should have like a buffer. Maybe we should have like a chest for our planks. That's maybe not for now, but it is something that we need to think about. Right, let me check out the side quests that give me a perk. So what we're really after is stuff like this. You know, deliver wood wheel to the volcano, deliver paper to the volcano, produce refined plank, deliver refined plank to the volcano. Oh my god, 250, and that's only 1 perk point. Deliver wood conveyor to the volcano, unlock the kitchen, build a kitchen. I'm gonna get these. Unlock the academy. I don't know what that does. Unlock the tailor. I can guess at what these do. Deliver planks to the volcano. Okay, that'll get done soon. I can guess at what those do, but it would be good to get the extra perk points if we're wanting to expand onto a new island. Spoilers, that's where we're going. So, let's build the... Excuse me. Stonemason. Let's do it. And let's build it downstream from our harvesting point, which has been doing sweet nothing. I think that's the polite way of putting it. It's not been doing very much. It's not been doing very much at all. Do you know what? I would like that. I would like that to be on my hotbar. Except I don't know how to access the build hotbar. Aha, it's the free view camera. Okay. Nice. And then we want to go here. This game, so smart. So smart. Too smart. Too smart for me. Nice. So we literally just jump away from the avatar at any time. And just go into pure hardcore build mode. Interesting thought. Interesting thought indeed. Right, stonemason. We are almost certainly going to have a mission to deliver stone to the volcano. There we go. This is looking good. Very happy with that. So unlock the kitchen, unlock the refreshment stand. Let's go and unlock... Oh, they're going to cost me a lot of money. A lot of points, even. Farm, forester, zipline. I like it. Reservoir, water wheel. Now, let's get the kitchen. Let's get the kitchen. So bread is going to be from flour. Flour and heat. And that, honestly, might drive some of my happiness, because my happiness is not in a great place at the moment. And it would honestly be good to get like a kitchen in here and... What do we need? We need 20 stone bricks. That's fine. Yeah, replace this. And then put a kitchen in here. Ideally, we're going to be able to utilize the same sort of chute infrastructure. There we go. Yoink that. Yoink that. And I think there's one more that we need for the... For you. That's fine. And then kitchen. I need refined planks. Maybe refined planks should go into the magic box as well. If I need them semi-regularly after this occasion, I will do that. I will do that. Where'd you go? There we go. Right, so... I think here is perfect. Right, kitchen is built. Give me that sweet, sweet perk point. Amazing. To be fair, right, we need to get up to level 15 as well. We're only on level 8 at the moment, so we've got a little while to get 8 perk points. That's fine. Fuel, what type of fuel are we going to use? Well, we don't have coal. At least I think we don't have coal on this island. Orange tree, stone. Yeah, we don't have coal on this island. Again, spoilers. I think we're going to be able to get that on another island. But we'll get wood over there. We'll get a recipe for dough here. That means that we're going to need to supply water produced by a water shrine or produced in a water pump or by building a reservoir. Right. Well, the only thing that I can control right now, there we go, is that. That is an absolutely atrocious job you've just done there, Potato. But you know what? Well done for trying. How about that? No, that does the same exact thing as what you did before. Try again. Hold on, try from this angle. Yeah, see, I need to go a little bit higher. What about from the backside? Can we... Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, that'll work. That works perfectly, in fact. Right, so dough, and now we need to figure out where we're going to get the water from. I think it's got to be the auto transfer. Allows buildings to automatically transfer items like linked to the adjacent building. What? Allows buildings to automatically transfer items. What the heck? That's so powerful. That is so unbelievably powerful. So that means that if I built this in the middle here, we could link everything without a belt. Hold on, how much does it cost? Upgrades. Auto transfer for 500 coins. Yes. So we put this in here. Yeah. And then we turn this around and we put that in there like so, right? And then that means, I mean, it's not really super effective right now because I kind of designed around the setup that I had. And we're going to have to do some fancy schmancy. Come on. There we go. Fancy schmancy stuff in order to make this work. But assuming that that is the case, that's just going to immediately get moved right next door. That feels so good. That feels amazing. Okay, I need to remember that I have access to that. That is sick as heck. That's really, really cool. Okay, stonemason. We built that now. That's great. Deliver it to the volcano. Yeah, can stone bricks... No, stone bricks are never going to be shootable. Like, that's ridiculous. So instead, let's just build a temporary setup. Also, you just picked up water from the water spring. Produces water every 10 seconds. I need me some water. And you know what? I think I'm going to see... How did I get water? Water wheel? That gives me power. Reservoir gives me water. Stores water, automatically collects rainwater. So the water pump will allow me to get it out of the springs. Well, I think we're going to take the reservoir for now. There we go. Take the reservoir for now. And ideally it'll rain in, like, very short order. That would be real nice. If that happens. Sure. How's this all looking, though? It's looking fine. I really need an upgrade to increase production speed. I would love that. Total item mastery levels. We're nowhere near that yet, so... let's increase the number of max workers, I suppose. Oh, my happiness is still in a really bad place, isn't it? Yeah. It's not good. It's not good. I should be doing something more with planks. But to be fair, we're kind of like using all of our planks. Right, I'm losing focus here. We need to... where is it? Here we go. Give me those. Build a reservoir. That's just the ticket. And then the output will be here. And then we'll head on over there. Now, can I pick up water item rain? If I set that, would that allow water to be picked up from surrounding areas? I also don't know. Can I build pipes? I don't know if I can build pipes. Oh, look, it just started to rain. That should fill up your new reservoir. How convenient. Okay, great timing. Stonemason storage, fine. Stockpile, refreshment stand, academy, sell stone bricks. Oh yeah, tell you what, I should sell stone bricks. Did we finish the deliver stone bricks mission yet? No, but we will. We will very soon. And then after that, we're going to flip and sell these stone bricks. That's for sure. That is for sure. And we're going to do it at a nice high level as well. There we go. Is that a high enough level? Yeah, it's not too shabby. There we go. There we go. Actually higher than my existing shoot level. Cool. Okay, so that keeps us in the flower game. Well, actually, no, where flower is technically stopped. Yeah, how the heck am I going to be able to... how the heck am I going to get these resources out of here? I need pipes of some sort. Is that an unlock? That is the real question. What am I doing? Here we go. Transport. Doesn't... tuk-tuk. Okay. Curious. Is there a pipe that I can build? Stonemason, refined stone block, workshop. Ooh, an axe. Boosts harvest speed. And it also gets us industry. There is a fluid pipe at the lumber mill. Beautiful. You know what? Unlock it. Get it sorted. We need it. We need it. So, we're currently firing into the workshop. It's not the workshop that we need to do the... that we need to do the heavy lifting here. It is... okay, this is going to be complicated a little bit. Let's move you to there. So you're still going to get the adjacency from that. That's perfect. I now need a crate, which I did originally have, ironically. We originally had a crate, fluid pipe. Look at that. That's what we're going to be building. Crate. We need four flipping thingies. Ugh. Right, we'll build a crate right in here. Build a crate in there. Then get this to targets. There. Yeah. And then nab this. Now this might be... oh, no, I tell you what, it's probably going to be impossible because we need to have at least 2 blocks between There we go. At least 2 blocks between them. That's fine. Clean this up. Move you to, like, there. Copy. Paste. Great. And then we build another one of these chests right over here. Then you get bamboo. And then you go there like so. That's it. That's what we need. That is what we need. That is absolutely categorically what we need. And then we're going to get this to come out here. And can we... There we go. Perfect. That's all we need. That is all we need. Does this count as one belt, though? I worry that that might count as one belt. Yeah, there we go. Now that's definitely 2. So that's going to give me some fluid pipes, which is fantastic. And I would very much like to take a single fluid pipe there. And yes, whilst we are in the middle of a rainstorm, this is a great time to do this. It's a great time to do it. There we go. Look at that. We got water moving across. Fantastic. So that's going to allow me to make dough. That's great. And then from there, I think we needed another kitchen, didn't we? I think we needed another kitchen. We need 20 flippin' refined planks. Okay, you know what? I take it back. We're gonna get... There we go. We're gonna get that in there. I'm sick and tired of not having refined planks on me. Yoink. And you know what? Regular planks as well. What's this? Deliver stone bricks to volcano. Amazing. Bamboo mastery. Love to see it. That'll allow me to plant bamboo. Let's remove this now. Since there's no reason to have that in place. We can now deliver resources directly to the center there. We have got loads and loads of water here. Let's now... yeah, we need a few more stone blocks, don't we? Bummer. What about another one of these bad boys? Sure. Another one of those in... another one of those in there. Almost. There we go. Good enough. Right, select the one and only recipe that we have. That's great. And then... yeah, that'll do fine. That'll do fine. Okay, so that's just going to give me a little bit of extra capacity, I hope. This needs to get deleted. Trying to be as clean as I can. Are we still delivering flour? We don't need to be delivering flour. That is unnecessary now. There we go. Right, so I needed what? 20... I needed 20 stone. Yoink, thank you very much. And the rest of the stone is going to be forthcoming imminently, which is great. Sell oranges. Do you know what? Oranges are very, very easy to sell. So is cotton. So why don't we go and do this and get the mission ticked off. All I need to do is literally harvest one flippin' orange tree. Do oranges grow on trees? They must. This game isn't making up the fact that they don't grow on trees. That is a fact that I can be fairly certain of. Okay. A little bit of cotton, a little bit of orange. Go down here. Get rid of flour. Flour ain't coming back. Oranges and cotton. Beautiful. Inventory, cotton, oranges. And that will make a little bit of a difference. I also think we need to try and expand. There we go. Slowly but surely. The maximum number of houses that we have here. That'll take my maximum number of housing spaces up to 44. Our maximum population is still only at 40, so we're not quite there yet, but that's fine. Yoink these out of here. finally, at long last, get ourselves this kitchen. And actually make sure that it is moved just a little bit. Fine. Yep. Nope, not the inventory. Let's select the fuel. Fuel can be wood, and let's get bread. Let's get bread. So does dough... There's no way that dough is shootable. No, I did not think so. Dough seems to me, anyway, to be too sticky to be shootable. Right. There we go. It's just that simple. It is just that flippin' simple. Now, I have got a wood facility right here. Oh, actually, worth noting, by the way, that we are out of woods around here. There's like most trees are completely harvested, so I think we probably want to plant some trees in this area so that we can try and increase. There we go. Try and increase the amount of trees that we've got. Merchants. Amazing. Max worker count. Oh, okay. Increases the maximum number of workers that can be assigned to a whole bunch of buildings. That is going to be real useful. For now, however, I'm going to just celebrate the fact that I can get 3 more trees planted. It's the little things. It is the little things. Right. Here. There we go. And then bread. Is that shootable? I feel like it must be. It's pretty dry. Yeah, I feel like it's pretty dry. No. I don't think bread is... Yeah, bread's not shootable. Gosh darn it. I was really hoping that I could reuse that chute. But to be fair, it's not the end of the world because, of course, we've still got the... We've still got the old... We've still got the old belt. The old belt is useful. There we go. And that is still... No, that is not accessible. Close, though. There we go. That is better. Yep, that's good. All right, that is some proper high-end stuff that's going to be coming through there. That's what we like to see. That's great. So can I get an extra worker in here now? Max worker count for 1,000 coins. Yeesh. Kind of feels worth it, to be honest, though, doesn't it? Well, I mean, it isn't. It isn't. It also kind of seems not worth it. Lumber mill. Do we need... We still need one person over there. Yeah, what's the issue? We're not satisfying the drinking requirements. Now, the drinking requirement can be fulfilled by things such as, like, oranges, I think, can't they? Pretty sure stuff like oranges. Yeah, oranges give us a little drinky component. Coconuts also give a drink component. In fact, they give us the only drink component that we're currently getting. Cotton, I don't need to sell anymore. I should probably try and get... I think a refreshment stand is going to give me the option to get more drink type things. Which I could make, actually. I could get a refreshment stand. Let's do it. Let's do it. So, coconut milk. It's going to be 1 water, 1 coconuts. Gives me coconut milk. And new quests available. Coffee, mocha, lemonade. Holy cow, there's a lot of quests here. Okay, no worries. Let's see. What do we need for a refreshment stand? It is 20 stone brick, which seems to be, honestly, the bane of my existence. Except, I'm just going to yoink some of it out of there. That's fine. Right, refreshment stand. Let's build this right over here. This is probably not a great place for it. I don't seem to need a fuel type. But that's fine. We'll get ourselves some water and then coconut milk. So what is the... The coconut milk gives me +3 drink. Right. Again, I'm feeling pretty skeptical that I'm going to be able to use the chutes in order to deliver coconut milk. Yeah, that seems relatively unlikely. Okay, you know what? Just come out the back here. It's fine. Come out the back there. Ideally, don't interfere with any of the coconut trees. Yeah, that's actually perfect. Cool. And then water. Perk point. Lovely. Where are we going to get the water from? Almost certainly another reservoir. Yep. And right here is perfect. And we will get a pipe, which is grand. Ugh. I am just having a whale of a time. So good. So good. Okay, so we need it to rain. What's the issue here? Why do you have an input? Ooh, didn't mean to do that. Did not mean to do that. Yeah, why did you have an input there? That's a bit weird. Connector, delete. Is this connector too high? Looks fine. Right, that seems to be a little bit better. I have spaced things out just a smidge. Should make everything work a little bit better now. That's good. What do I need? I need wood in here. Is there a rationale for getting another harvester hut and maybe sticking it down over there? I think there kind of is, to be honest. I think there kind of is. I'm going to do just that. Yoink. Yoink. Harvester huts. Yep. Thank you very much. And place it down right in the middle. So I think that is the moral of the story, right? It is absolutely worth placing it down in the middle of the trees to get a little bit more bang for your buck. There we go. Nice. And we will get 1, 2 people assigned over there. No, that's fine. Cut down the number of people that we have working there. We don't need anyone to work here. We're able to make dough at a perfectly reasonable rate. Nobody working there. 4 people working here. Probably seems like overkill as well. Yeah, I think we are. Yeah, we're getting bamboo. We're getting bamboo delivered. That's fine. This is not ideal because obviously this chest is... you know what, actually, let's cut this back and then move this magic chest around a little bit, because there's a situation that could arise when we have, here we go, where we have enough. Ooh. I would like this thing, please. Yeah, there's a situation where we could rise where we could have enough refined planks, but we like now, but we don't have enough fluid pipes, also like now. So we will change the positioning ever so slightly to account for that. Build a stockpile, unlock an academy, unlock a tailor, etc. Any other quests that I want to take now? Main quests? No. The stockpile is not something that we have access to yet. That's fine. Deliver wood wheels. We could probably go and get that. Produce refined stone bricks. Unlock stone processing. Yeah, I guess so. Might as well start. Produce refined flour. Also, I guess might as well start. The paper to the volcano. That is pretty easy for us to do. And in fact, that is something that we probably want to do now. Because now that we've got a whole bunch of additional wood, I think we can make that happen. So it's done at the lumber mill. Oh, I need more stone. And I need more wood. That's kind of crazy. I do not have that much. I do not have that much wood. Got bread coming through there, which is nice. No planks to speak of. Basically no wheat to speak of, but that's okay. That's fine. We're okay with that. I mean, we're satisfying most of the requirements, and as soon as we get coconut water, that's what I'm talking about. As soon as we get coconut water, we will be off to the races here. There we go. Cut all of this out. I've kind of kept all of this free space, but I don't know if it's actually going to end up being useful. There we go. Is that good? Oh, no. That's too low. It's too low. At least it's too low here for half a section of the track. What's the best way to do this? There we go. Right, some temporary structural blocks. Never hurt anyone. Okay, it's supporting another entity apparently. It's weird how the rest of this belt the belt can be perfectly fine, and then this bit is needed up there. What if I did that? Would that be allowed? Perfectly legal. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Right, let's ditch coconuts and instead coconut milks. Coconut milks. Bring them on in. And you know what? We're now selling that for $7. Holy cow, I didn't realize how much bread was selling for. That's 21. That's not bad at all. Extra recipe slot in a whole bunch of buildings. Yes, please. Brilliant. We are in a good place. Population level is a little overdue. I got to be honest, a little overdue an upgrade. Also, speaking of upgrades, we don't have house upgrades, but I would really like this. Looks like we need to get population level 4 in order to hit it. But that's going to allow me to store more people in these houses, which is going to be great. Let's get the invitation sent out far and wide to everybody across the archipelago. Very nice. Housing capacity. Amazing. And yes, look at that. 500 coins in order to upgrade from 2 people to 3. Well, that's not a huge increase. Not a huge increase. That's just something that we need to bear in mind. Also, let's get the wood wheels sorted, shall we? Oh, paper. I was going to do paper. Let's get... yeah, 2 of those. How are we doing over here, though? We're doing fine. We don't need to burn. We don't need to burn fuel. This is looking great. This is looking really, really, really good. We'll get 1 extra person to come in and do bakery crafting and stuff like that. Yeah, this is looking superb. I'm really happy with how happy everyone is. Everybody's... I mean, we're in like this 76% happy. That's amazing. That's amazing. Tailoring is next, I think, though. Tailoring is absolutely something that we can get done. Right, lumber mill. We need some rocks and we need some wood. I will just do the unthinkable and I will mine out a tree all by myself. That's right. That's right. I did it. Right, yoink all of that. That's great. And go and build lumber mill. Ideally, like there. Yeah, I mean, that's... I don't hate it, but I also don't love it. I think I'd rather have the lumber mill in here. Also, you know what I'm thinking? I think I want to get the... I think I want to get this. Or maybe I want to get this. I want to get the water pump, sure. Water pump will allow me to pump water out of the stream directly. He says, as it immediately starts to rain, which is highly ironic, but hey-ho. Let's get you into there. Nice. This is absolutely not working because it's going uphill. And that's what it should look like. That should work. What? There we go. Now that works. Now, because we've got an output and an input. There we go. Absolutely smashing. Bring that down there. How about that? Will that work as a sort of like natural fork? Probably not. I don't think so. I did not think so. That's what we call wishful thinking in the business. Do you know what I could do? Seems incredibly wasteful. Could just build a secondary chute. Kinda don't hate that idea, to be honest with you. Kinda don't hate that idea. Or I could just wait for 2 seconds. Thank you. Production speed. That's an upgrade that I could probably benefit from. We could just wait 2 seconds and then just get a logistic block. Deliver coconut milk. Oh, hold on. I can deliver... There we go. I can deliver the rest of these by hand. Look at that. And you know what? I can continue to deliver them all by hand, and we can just get a whole heck of a lot of points from it. That's real nice. I am happy with that. Yoink. Thank you very much. I will take that. That is real good. That is real good. Okay, we're making paper now. That's fantastic. And I would like to output the paper into there. Don't bother. Don't give to buildings or volcano. I will automate this process. You don't need to worry about it. I don't know how we got wood there, but you know what? I'm going to get the logic blocks, logistics blocks, whatever you want to call them. Splitter. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Great. So everybody's sleeping, which I'm not happy about, but I suppose there's not much that I can really do about it. Max worker count, maybe. Maybe. But that should work now. So volcano level, we're almost to 14. The academy is the next level. The stockpile... Do I have a stockpile? I do have a stockpile. Huh. Okay, and I just chose not to build a stockpile up until now for some reason. Well, okay, we can fix that. We can fix that. I also would like to try... What are you doing? Just chilling. I'd also like to try and increase the amount of planks that I have in my inventory. So I'm going to build... Oh, I want to build another magic chest. I have not yet spent any perk points. Worker harvest speed. I'm going to get worker harvest speed. That seems like a no-brainer. I'm going to get 3 points in worker harvest speed. Max magic chests. 2 of those. Yeah, that seems decent. And I realize that it's going to cost me 1,000 coins to do, but I think I'm just going to get the job done, you know? And we bang that in there like so. And that will give me some more refined planks, which I ever so desperately need. And now my workers should be able to harvest super, super, super quickly. We should also start to see, I hope, yep, there we go, the splitter working exactly as you would imagine a splitter would. It now splits between 2 destinations. Those 2 destinations are, of course, the lumber mill and the kitchen, working like an absolute flippin' dream. There is nothing stopping us, by the way, as you saw me do earlier, from giving a whole bunch of highly sophisticated bits and bulbs into the volcano. We can keep doing that. We absolutely can keep doing that. And there is a way that I can... There is a way that I can actually see what they are worth to the volcano. I cannot for the life of me remember how that is done. It's the number of coins, I think. It's the number of coins that count for the amount of love that the volcano gets. Yeah, so stone, not so much. What about refined wood? 13. It's not bad. There's definitely no conveyor belts. And then bread, I think, might be even more. But yeah, I think we just kind of like absolutely bang on, get past level 15, which is kind of great. I need to look at getting some houses upgraded, to be honest with you. I ideally don't want to be building any more houses. Not for any particular reason, other than just it seems more sensible to do it that way. Okay, so how many more perk points do I need? I need 3 more perk points. The population we are going to hit as long as we continue to sell everything reasonably competently at the market. Paper into the volcano, we're going to get that. The wood wheel. The wood wheel is made at the workshop. Hold on, let me have a look. Yoink, thank you. Wood wheel is made at the workshop. It's Wood and planks. There is a way. There is a way here. Auto transfer? Yep. Now, wood wheel. How about that? So that will allow, if that's got auto transfer on, then it should auto transfer through. I don't know what the prioritization matrix is. We're still obviously feeding into the global inventory there, but if I turn that off, auto transfer. Yeah, it does say that it's got one, but it doesn't look like it's really auto transferring, does it? Okay, well now it is fully adjacent. Right, deliver paper to volcano. Boom, perk point. Thank you very much. And in fact, I think I will take increases the max capacity for all items that the player holds. Crop yield. I think I'll take crop yield actually. I think anything that my workers can do that mean that I don't have to do it. I think that's just straight up better. I think that's straight up better than anything that affects the player. Right, however, this is looking great. There we go, and those wheels are going to be moved right on into the volcano there, which is great. So we're going to need like 70. It's going to be fine. It'll take a little while, but no big deal. The dough, the coconut milk. The dough, the coconut milk. I mean, how much coconut milk do we have? We've got coconuts. I've actually got quite a lot of coconut milk as well. See, maybe part of my process should be to design a sort of ramp into the volcano so that we can try and get all of these sort of like recipes ticked off a little bit earlier. But that being said, I don't think it's really strictly necessary. I think I'm kind of okay with the way that things are at the moment. I didn't have that tagged, though. Deliver refined plank. Get that one tagged. Unlock fruit juices. Deliver lemonade. Deliver mocha. There's a lot of different juices here. Yeah, probably going to be able to make some orange juice as well. Right, build a stockpile. I still have not yet built a stockpile. That is unacceptable. I also didn't build a water pump. I also still have 3 points. The world is your oyster. Right. Stockpile. Built. Amazing. More storage. Collect coins. Purchase lumber mill storage. Sure. Let's do this. Lumber mill storage. It's free real estate. Now that the building can hold more items, make sure you try out the other upgrades too. Way ahead of you, video game. Way ahead of you. Right. I think it's the tailor, right? I think it's the tailor that is going to deliver us the most value from anything here. The tailor, yeah. So the tailor is going to allow us to make cloth, and cloth can be sold. Quite obviously, I suppose. Well, because everything can be sold, or pretty much everything, I guess. But it's also going to allow us to expand out over into this area of the island, which I have not really done much stuff with yet. This is the cotton. Let's get 2 of those. And then let's immediately follow it up with a tailor. Sounds perfect to me. Build a tailor. Yep. Good. And you. And let's go crop yields. Fantastic. Workshop storage. Love to see it. I'm 1 perk point away and 3 people away from having an amazing time. This is looking so good. This is looking so good. Let's get 1 person to come and work here. And now that's going to give me cloth. And that cloth is going to give me a clothing modifier, which will improve my happiness to levels that have yet been unseen in the world of man. Right. Can I do... Yeah, I can do that level. We just need to be careful that I don't end up accidentally decapitating people's access. That's really the problem. Yeah, it's good. To be fair, it looks like people have kind of got nice clothes on anyway. Maybe they don't need my my fancy clothes. That's kind of ruined the view a little bit, to be fair. It's not. It's a little bit less paradise looking right now. I think we can forgive that though. Right. Well, that's cloth. Cloth is coming. Cloth is coming through. That's no big deal. That is amazing. Obviously, cloth is just one recipe that we are able to get at the moment. I think we're going to want to get stuff like threads, stuff like shirts, which actually, you know what, maybe I just straight up do that. Yeah, let's get the crafting recipe. I've not invested much in crafting recipes. I can get an extra recipe here. Do you know what? I think I will do that. I think I will do that, and then I think I will immediately follow up with a recipe for shirts. And now I think we're going to prioritize, there we go, using the cloth internally. That's great. Actually, we are going to sell cloth, but we're only going to sell it for a very brief period of time. There we go. Nice. And then that should see our happiness improve. And then after that, I would quite like to see the cloth get moved out here. We can also item filters. Yep, we want to put this to to shirts. That's it, and then that will just work. That will literally just work. Production speed increases the speed of the building by 100%. That seems like an absolute no-brainer, to be brutally honest with you. It seems great. But look at that. Happiness is in a good place, and we are real close to hitting our threshold. Where are we going to get that last perk point? Where are we going to get the last perk point from? That's the real question. Deliver wheels? We're actually making good progress on that. Coffee, mocha. Yeah, like a lot of drinks. A lot of drinks. Cloth satchel. Deliver coconut milk. Maybe I could get some more coconut milk. I think we... Yeah, we have got a absolutely ludicrous amount of coconut milk that is just sitting around doing nothing. So I will go and supply some of that. Don't think it's going to be enough to get me across the line in terms of the objective. But what might be enough to get me across the line is the wood wheels, I think. Which are... No, they're not being made here, are they? They'll be made at the workshop over here. We need 23. I'll take 23 of them. Need refined planks. This is taking quite a long time. I will install a worker into the slot. Or, you know what I could do? I could just build an academy. I've not done that yet. Let's go and do it. Let's go and build an academy. It's probably going to require an absolute load of high-end resources. It doesn't. Amazing. I will take my perk point. Beautiful. And then that will allow me, as soon as this person arrives, in mere seconds, to get upgraded. Okay, what can we make at the academy? We can make books from paper. Well. And that gives me education intelligence as well. Okay, you know what? I'm absolutely going to do that because I, coincidentally, have set up a paper manufacturing process, which I honestly was kind of thinking that I would get rid of, but now that I have it here, I think we might just do something a little bit different. Population level, we should be ready to go, right? Do I need to get this up to the next level? I think this might have to complete, but if that does complete, then... Oh boy, we are in luck. Right, let's yoink you. Nope. I guess that worked out. Right, paper in there. Great, get a worker assigned. And now we got ourselves some books. And I presume we can just immediately start delivering books to the volcano. That's pretty nice. I don't know where these books are used. Produced by the Academy. Do we sell them in the facility? In the marketplace? I could get another marketplace, by the way. I did kind of like leave this area free with a view to potentially getting an additional marketplace. There we go. Leave that empty. But we kind of have 2 slots at the moment, which I would not hate to use. I'd be quite happy to use, in fact. Right. Let's go to there. Let's go to there. You know what? Yeah. You know what? For now, let's reuse that same... Let's reuse that same thing. It's time to send out some more invitations. Unfortunately, your face is obscured by a belt, but that is fine. And would you look at that? We have hit a very, very important milestone. I was just trying to be nice before, but now I really think we can do this. It's time. It's time to expand. Amazing, 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 amazing. So, island expansion. This is so cool. So, we can pick a new island. They all have different resources on them. Some we might have already explored, such as bananas and oranges. Others we might not have, like coal. Copper ore, coal ore. They're locked. Okay, so we can only get... You've got iron ore. So I think I'm going to need to get... I think this is objectively the better one. Coal we can actually use, like, right now, though. Because coal we can use in... let's get you, because coal we can actually use right now in some cooking processes and whatnot. So, seems like a good opportunity to exploit the goodies that are going on over here. Hi. Whoa, it's like a mini volcano. Welcome to the family. Amazing. Okay, so you're not able to do any little blasting, but together we're going to team up and work together to launch a mega blast. So, we've got shipping, power up 6 volcanoes, that's the quest. Tea leaf mastery, herb deposit, coal deposit, tea leaf. Okay, summon island, rewards, a super power gem and a ultra reward. Okay, I've given you a super power gem, etc, etc, etc. We are going to be able to utilize some cool high-level stuff here. So, where... Ooh, toggle underground view. Oh, very interesting. Also, these islands are not a million miles away. We do need to be a little bit careful about it, though. We do need to be a little bit careful about it. Right, so, upgrades. Nope, that's not what I am looking for. I'm looking for... There we go. This menu, the Ultra menu. So, Ultra menu costs us nothing to get in. Let's do it. Purchase for 0. Flight. Yes, please. I mean, we don't really have much of a choice, but I will take it. So, what does that mean? Does that mean that we can now turn to the avatar? Can we fly? I don't know how we can fly. Pause. Yeah, okay. I don't know how we fly. I don't know how we fly. But that's not necessarily a problem, because we can still jump in a little boat here. Yeah, and nip really quite quickly across this brand new island that we have discovered. So tea leaves over there, coal deposits over there. That's fine. We can't get up here. Cool. Okay, so in order to get the next island expansion token, which really is what we're after, we need a few more perk points. Not super difficult. We need a few more volcano levels. Also not super difficult. In fact, we're pretty much the next one. Population level. That is going to be a little bit more challenging. I think what I want to do, if I can, is get as many houses upgraded. There we go. As we can. That'll take me up to 54. Yeah, so if we upgrade everything, then we should be in a better position. We're about to finish this off. We're going to get some more refined planks. In fact, I can just dump a whole bunch of these refined planks into the volcano myself. So I might as well do that. Right, so I've deposited all of my refined planks in. That puts us at 247 out of 250 refined planks. That's quite a lot. We're almost there. So that'll get done at some point soon. The wood wheels as well, we'll get that done soon too. Let's go have a little look at quests, see if there's anything else that we can get. I mean, fruit juices, hot drinks, maybe tea. Maybe tea. Maybe that's what we need. Food processing. No, unless it's got the option for a refined for a perk point. So delivering cloth, for example, that is probably something that I would like to do. So we almost certainly have got far too much cotton that we're producing. Let's go and do this. Go and do this. Cloth. Yep. And then just straight in. Absolutely no reason to mess around. That's what we'll do. Also, I have not used rotational power yet. But if I did, or I could, should I say, I could use that by getting a water wheel. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. So that unlocks rotational power. And I believe unlocks the ability for me to get a water wheel, which I am going to place right over here. We get that water wheel right in there. Does that give me the ability to build... I think it is a drive shaft. Yeah, I need a drive shaft in order to use this. So I clearly don't have the ability to build a drive shaft, but I need to get one. Refined plank in a lumber mill. Perfect. So, this is where we make the refined planks. Just give me an extra... No, you know what? No, don't give me an extra recipe. That will be unnecessary. I will just instead go and chop down some trees. There we go. Very nice. Plonk down this here. Let's do drive shaft. Yeah. And then you can get the auto transfer adjacency bonus, which I think is perfect. Great. Okay, let's see if that ends up working out. Also, I'm thinking that we could maybe get another wheel in here. Ooh, I like the idea of that a lot. Yeah, in fact, you know what? I like the idea of multiple wheels in here. This is really tickled me, to be honest. This is great. So I should have... There we go. I was going to say I should have some refined planks, which I will use immediately. I will also take another one of these bad boys. Take this out of here, that into there. That says that it's an issue, but I don't really believe it. Yeah. Take that. Inventory. And drive shaft is there. Let's put that into position number 4. That's fine. And then move that back. Yeah, what's the issue here? It's fine. This works perfectly. So, drive shaft me. Drive shaft me. Is that working? That does not look like it's working. Doesn't look like there's any rotational power that is coming through here. So, I'm assuming that there is a little height mismatch here. We also probably need to have, like, inputs and outputs. Yeah, almost certainly we do. How's that? There we go. That's properly good. That is properly good, and that now means that we're going to benefit from a whole bunch of actual power coming through. That's great. Can I do this too? I sure can. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Okay, so that is one water wheel doing the power for those 3 buildings. No guarantee that that's going to end up overdoing it a little bit. It might be too much. It might be perfect. I guess we'll wait and see. But hey, look, it works. It's great. That's what we love. Houses are needed. Yeah, I'm going to get the remaining upgrades needed to take us up to 60 population. There we go. Which I think we should actually have. There we go. It's actually 62 population that we need to get up to. Okay, so we need to get 2 more houses upgraded after that. No big deal. Absolutely fine. All good. Yeah, let's get the drive shaft in place here as well. There we go. That's better. And do you know what we can do? We can do the exact same. We do the exact same over here. All we need to do is make sure... Ooh, that was nasty. All we need to do is make sure... There we go. Come on. Nice. So that should work. That looks great. That looks perfect. That is all of the power that we need. It's coming through there. That's what we need to see. And then that should work as well. What do you know? We're going to get so much flipping cotton through here. Look at that. Look at that. Loads and loads of cloth. Cloth coming out the flipping wazoo. Oh, deliver books as well. Are we delivering... Are we delivering books here? We're delivering books and shirts here. It's not perfect, but it's 85%, so it's as close to perfect as you can flip and get. Coconut juices leaves a little to be desired, to be honest. But that's fine. Right, population level. Yeah, I did need to sort that out. Let's get 1, 2. Let's go and do it. Yeah, I think that's great. So then we just need to hit the next level of volcano, which we will be able to do. Oh my lordy, we've got too many shirts now. We've got too many shirts. I repeat, we have too many shirts. Let's do that in there. And then let's build a splitter in here like so. How about that? Do we need to deliver shirts? I don't know if we need to deliver shirts, but to be fair, it doesn't hurt. I think that's 23 that we're getting from shirts. Yeah, so we're getting 23 from shirts, and we're going to be delivering them anyway. In fact, we've got a little bit of an oversupply, so I think we actually benefit from what we're doing here. Delivering 200 books. How are we doing for books? We're actually not doing too badly for books. We got plenty of pages. That's nice. I will... Hold on. Can I copy... that pipe? Might just be a little bit of a challenge to copy that pipe there. There is another pipe over... There's another pipe over here. Easy to pipette. Means that I don't have to go into the build menu. Nice. And... see, the problem is I've set this too close. There we go. Okay, pipe again. There we go. Nice. Okay, so that's going to give me even more water when the reservoir is looking a little empty, which it kind of is. I still don't need any coal for anything. We're actually completely fine with that. Return to avatar and see the inventory. Do we have any refined planks on us? We totally do. So just go and give a single one to the volcano. There we go. Another perk point. Now we only need 2 more. That's just brilliant. Okay, give me crop yield 1. Give me avatar speed 1. And I'll take worker pockets as well. So, yeah, maybe this is actually something that we want to be getting more of. Maybe I deprioritize avatar speed and then get worker pockets. That might be something that I should have prioritized a long time ago. That could very well be something that I should have got. I am filthy flippin' rich right now. I guess that's because they have such deep pockets that we are able to get more bang for our buck from each and every single one of them. I should maybe automate planks being delivered here. What is it that we actually need? It is just drink. Well, if it's just drink that we really need, then... Ooh, this isn't ideal. If it's drink that we need, then let's get some of our crafting points used here, eh? Fruit juices, yep. This will move us along. Fancy drinks, hot drinks, cold drinks, lemonade. Right, we could ship stuff in from another island. That's kind of what I'm thinking here. There is the potential for that. Deliver the shovel. Yeah, so basic tools. Boosts harvest speed by 10% for stone. See, that also is quite appealing to me. The idea of getting that sold in a market is pretty good. Deliver bananas to the mini volcano. Oh, that's going to get me a perk point too. Deliver copper wire to the mini volcano. Deliver banana split to the mini volcano. And that's going to give me a super power gem. Right. Let's bin off this island for a little minute. And then let's go and head on over to brand new island. Copper wire. Banana. Banana is easy. Banana is very easy. We have banana here. Do we have banana here? Tree. Maybe we don't. I thought we did have banana on this island. Maybe I am... We do have... We have one banana. One singular banana location. Yeah, I will send out invitations. Keep them coming. I am fully at... Oh, yeah. Trains. I'm fully leveled in terms of my housing capacity at the moment. Right, there we go. Workers. Don't know how you're going to plan to get up here, but that's frankly not my problem. That's absolutely not my problem. So we just need to deliver bananas. And bananas... Do bananas roll? That's a really stupid question, but you understand in the context of... You'll understand in the context of what I'm trying to do here. I feel like they might. Well, you know what? Let's see. I'll come back and I'll check on progress over there to see how things are. I'm gonna go back to the mainland. It's funny to describe this as the mainland, but you know what I mean. Deliver cloth to the volcano? Yes, thank you very much. Deliver shirt to the volcano. Oh, amazing. That's actually already something that we are in the middle of doing, video game. So I will take it and run, I suppose. We need one single more perk point, and we're going to get that from the banana objective right there, which is great. Very, very chuffed for that. We got 13 people that currently are doing absolutely nothing. Let's get housing capacity upgraded here. I'm thinking that we might need another market. Also, can we upgrade our market? Item slots in the market. Oh, we absolutely can. So that gives me 2 more. Yeah, we're going to make a better drink. The drink is not good at the moment. Also, the location where we make this drink is utterly garbage. It's not good. We want to change that. So we will change that. But that's a problem for future potato. We don't need to worry. We don't need to worry about that right now. What was I here to do? I was here to do something useful. Crop yield. Let's do worker pockets. Worker pockets, and that will probably give me another huge... There we go. Another huge spending spree. That's actually a little bit of a tip there. If you ever need a little cash injection, just go and get worker pockets. It's a great little upgrade. Right, my housing capacity is maxed out here. This is no bueno. This is no bueno. It's not good. So let's... Oh god, I carry so few resources on me. It's kind of ludicrous, to be honest. I feel like I should change this, but it's okay. Right, so the market has a large area of effect. And in fact, I don't even think it has an area of effect. I think it's just... It's large enough that anybody that is nearby can come and get whatever it is that they need, which is great. There we go. Good stuff. And 1, 2, 3, for... Yeah, we're going to just expand out this way, I think. This seems like the sensible way to do things. Did I place that house the wrong way around? I sure did. We're going to fix it. And do I want to upgrade the capacity here? I mean, it's not really going to make that much of a difference, but I suppose if I've got the coinage, which I absolutely do right now, and it only costs 500 coins, then yeah, just do it. Saves coming back later. Right, let's go into free look mode. Let's scoot across the island over here. Our bananas gonna work. Are you gonna be able to get up here, actually? You are. Great. I would need to build myself a... Oh, they do. They absolutely do. Okay, things you love to see. Things you love to see. I will need to get that taken out of there. Let's go back to the avatar. What am I looking for? I'm looking for this. I'm looking for planks. And bring me... There we go. Bring me planks. I am sick and tired of having to find more of these things. Here we go. Planks. Boom. Sure. And then scoot back into free mode. Free camera mode. There we go. Copy. Keep this at the same level. And straight in. Right, so that maybe causes a bit of an issue. But it should be fine, really. Why are you being funky, video game? There we go. Much better. Third time's the charm. And delete that. And that should be a direct line. It should be an absolutely direct line. Allow buildings, volcano, no. Oh, you are going to have to go back to sleep. That's a little bit annoying. But, hey, we've started the process of getting the 500 bananas across to you, which is actually not a crazy number of bananas. It feels like a bit of a crazy number of bananas, but it's not. Right, return to the avatar. What does a stockpile need? Maybe the stockpile could stockpile... Maybe the stockpile could stockpile planks. I kind of like that idea, to be honest. I like the idea of stockpiling planks there, but it also seems a little bit unnecessary. Should I produce some refined stone? Maybe? Maybe? I want to get some trains. That would be pretty good. I would love some flipping trains. I suspect strongly, if I get trains, I am going to have to unlock train station, deliver iron rail to the volcano, etc. Yeah, I suspect strongly that I am going to have to get shipping as well. Yeah, let's do shipping. Sure. Road? Zipline? There's a lot of options. So many options. That's what I love about this game. You can approach it any what way you want to, which is really, really, really cool. Making money? It's all looking good. It's looking great, in fact. Right, I am going to finally do something which I said I was going to do a little while ago. Refreshment stand. I am going to just go into the refreshment stand. I would like to make tea. So, tea leaf, water, tea. So it's going to be drink, stamina, etc. Let's get hot drinks purchased. Beautiful. Let's copy. Oh, you need some more stones. We can do that. And let's do this. And pop right across to the other side of the world. Now, I think this is tea here. Yeah, I think that's tea leaf. So, I think I can actually just do this all in camera mode, free camera mode. Yeah, so we'll do tea. Great. And then we will get ourselves a harvester hut. Plonk that down right over there. Get a couple of workers, which I probably should start. I probably should start building up a base of operations over here on this island, but... it's fine. It's fine. Paths. Let's get wood conveyor belts. Yep. That goes in there like so. You're making tea. We're going to get water. There should be... Oh, yeah. There is a spring over here. Oh. There's not a spring over here. It's a sporadic spring. Well, that does present us with a bit of a problem. So we can, of course, use... We can, of course, use the reservoir. And I think that is kind of what we're going to be doing. Let's go paths, fluid pipe. Let's get that installed into third mode. And then... Sure. And then, can I get... No, I'm quite happy to... There we go. Merge at the same point. That's fine. So that will get me tea leaves. That will get me water eventually. Is that going to be enough reservoir capacity? Maybe not. I might have to investigate more. And then the coal deposit. How do we mine the coal deposit? I think it's with a... I think it's with a harvesting hut. I think it's literally just a harvesting hut. Yeah. I mean, if that's the case, then that's pretty darn easy. It would be nicer if we had some tools. You know, stuff like axes, pickaxes, etc. But I have yet to make them. Right. This is going to be a bit of a big one. We do not have the resources in our inventory. That's fine. Because... Oh. That's fine. No, the trees have survived. We will have the items in our inventory. That's fine. And then, can I do... Yeah, can I do some shipping stuff? I'd really like to do that. Train station, I knew I'd need iron for that. That's darned annoying, but that's okay. That is fine. A harbor. That seems like exactly what we need. Harbor there. And a harbor here. Okay, great. Build a harbor. A little bit of progress on the volcano as well. Lovely. And then, I presume tea cannot be rolled down a chute. Again, bold assumption to make, but I think it's probably just about right. And keep it up at this level, and then bring it down to there. Perfect. Okay, coal is coming through. You can see it. It's a bit of a ways away, but that's fine. I also need to get some water from somewhere, which is... Oh, my lordy. Water spring, 10 water per second. But then this doesn't produce 10 water per second. Water trench. Yeah. Well, I kind of picked a bit of a dud area to build a tea factory. What about over here? Look, you know what? Let's give it a shot. Let me guess. No water. Water's depleted. Who could have seen that one coming? It's not as if there's any obvious visual cues or anything. Goodness me. Right. There we go. Okay, we got an Archimedes screw just chilling out over here. Fluid pipe. That's what we like to see. I can go underground. I am going underground. I was literally going to say I would absolutely flippin' love to go underground. So that takes me to here. And then a little bit further. Can I go straight in? I think I can, actually. So I actually come up just a little bit. I come out of the ground at just the right moment. That's perfect. And I am really hopeful that coal is going to give me more than enough fuel to power everything. This is taking quite a period of time. Holy cow, this is taking quite a long time. How are my bananas doing? I'm on 72 bananas out of a lot more. Oh boy. Just, you know what? Just max out the number of people that we have here. Max worker count? Sure. You know what? Just bring them in. During the day, they're all going to come and they're all going to harvest the bananas. That's what we like to see. Right, so harbor. What do? We can get a harbor building in there. Requests. Manage requests. So we get requests, manage requests. And we do T. Turn T on. Auto config on. I feel like we want to request T though, don't we? You just happen to come in there, I think. One person, idle. Yeah, let's try requesting. Let's try requesting T. Okay, good. And then let's get an output up to here. There we go. So I don't know if I need to build a ship or anything. Vehicles, sailboat. Yeah, I think I might need to build a sailboat. I need to build iron wheels. I need to build a train. I gotta build a flippin' train. Honestly. I also need to build a magical chest here. Can't build any more of this type of building. Really? I've only got 2, but maybe I need to build a few more. Okay, no matter. I like how we are continually pumping cloth in here, but doesn't really seem like right now that might be the most productive use. Let's turn on auto transfer. Let's disconnect this. And so we should be able to auto transfer our cloth imminently. Yeah. Are we still okay for... Yeah, we're not a great place for electrical capacity. There we go. That'll get us a bit more. That's good. A few more workers here. I'm worker heavy right now, to be honest with you. Very, very worker heavy. Right, so copper wire. I can't build a copper wire yet. That's fine. Are we getting tea? I need to build a sailboat. I was completely flipping diverted by the fact that I needed to build a sailboat, yet chose not to build a sailboat. Right. We are going to go here. We're going to yoink that. Yoink that. Yoink that. How many bits and bobs did I need for a sailboat? I needed 10. Perfect. Okay, put the sailboat down. And let's see if we can go sail. Oh yeah, we can't walk over the drive shaft. So sailboat. Tasks. Ah, perfect. Okay, so pick up from... We want to pick up T. T from... Pick up T. I mean, fine. Drop off T. And then we need to set a target. Oh, I see. No, it's two different missions. Okay. Confirm that. Pick up from here. There we go. Drop off. I guess just drop off anything. Yeah, I can drop off anything. That's fine. There we go. Look at that. Okay, so now we've got an automated sailing route, which we should be able to get tea from, which I am very excited about. Means that we can stop using our stupid little coconut setup. How are we doing over here, actually? Have we got any resources on the old thing yet? Ah. Didn't select the flippin' recipe for fuel. Well, that's okay. We'll get that sorted. Should give us plenty. We have got so little. We have got so flippin' little coal coming through. Yeah, let's go and level up the population stats. We might as well. Seems good. Seems very, very good. We're on 90 out of 500 bananas. But that's okay, because we're going to be getting some tea. And that will improve drink. That will improve drink and health. I think stamina is a component of health, isn't it? I don't know. Feels like it is. Let's pretend. Let's pretend that is indeed the case. That's good. Right, so sailboat, I'm going to follow you. Oh my goodness, like a mass flipping migration. We got four things of tea. And that works perfectly. That works amazingly. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Right, how are we doing over here? We've got plenty of rotational energy. Yep, no issues with that at all. Right, what do I need? I'm chasing that one last perk point. Banana splits are going to be a bit of a challenge. The shirts, ironically enough, are probably going to get there first. Yeah. Basic tools. I kind of want to get the basic tools up and running because it's going to allow me to boost harvest speed if we sell them in the workshop. Yeah, let's go and do that. So that would allow me to just make so many improvements. So basic tool workshop. I would quite like. There we go. Workshop is here. I do not need the wood wheel anymore, especially if I'm not selling it, which I could do, I suppose, but I don't feel like it's necessary. Right, what do you need? You need a stone axe. Stone axe is stone. Ironic. And stone shovel. Right, well, through the magic of editing, I have created a decent setup. We're dragging regular planks from over here. We're dragging refined planks from over here. We got a little harvester hut that is harvesting stone. And what do you know? We have got ourselves a little bit of axe and shovel production, which is pretty good, to be honest. Only thing that I need to do now is get myself a little... Ooh, what's up? Item filters, nothing. Stone axe. Stone shovel. We can only get an output for one. That's fine. Build another output then. It's just that simple. Just build another output. Shovel and axe. Great. Okay, I think one belt for the two of them is quite all right. I am... Yeah, again, trying to make sure that we... Oh, this is... so busy here now. This is a very congested part of the world. Is that going to work? Unbelievably, that might allow everything to slip through here. I may need to change that, but... Okay, keep that at the same level for now. And then go down. Right, we'll try that. Anyway, that should give me... That should give me more of exactly what I'm after. And you know what? We can ditch planks. So ditch planks, and then we'll get axes, we'll get shovels, and that will have, like, real meaningful benefits to... Yeah, that'll bring real meaningful benefits to everyone, actually. Also, I am not happy with my rate of banana harvest. I have bananas here somewhere, don't I? Coconuts, bananas. Did I not have more bananas? I thought I had bananas... Bananas over here. I knew I had bananas. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Right. Yoink. 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 Give me a full roster of banana bros. And then, you know what we'll do? Yeah, that's right. That's right. We're gonna completely destroy the landscape. We are gonna destroy the landscape. Where's the sailboat? I'm going to say, harbor, drop off. I want you to pick up bananas and drop off. What is it? Bananas. Yeah, there you go. Drop off bananas. Love to see it. Absolutely love to see it. Oh, bananas roll. We forgot about that. I say we. I forgot about that. And if you can shoot, I strongly advise... shooting under any circumstances. That is shoot with a CH. Just for the absolute clarity there. Yeah, it's shoots are great. Shoots are really, really good. Look at the throughput on those bad boys. That is gnarly. That is real good. Okay, so bananas are going to be transported in outrageously large quantities. Look at this. Truly outrageously large quantities. Max worker count. Let's go. Let's increase it. Let's go all in on the bananas here. Oh, oh no, 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 no. Item filters, item filters. Just tea, just tea, just tea. We don't want to sell the bananas. Sorry, 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 sorry. Right. You pick up the bananas. That's great. Banana mastery. Wow, we hit that quite quickly. That's good. Right, now where's the volcano on this island? It's hidden. Pesky little location. It's fine though. Let's go avatar mode, and then let's see. I want to see how high I can keep this. Okay, good. 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 Yeah, we'll need to figure this bit out a little bit. Ugh. Copy. Paste. Yeah, the difficulty is keeping it at the same level. Oh, you're so close to just slotting in there, buddy. I know you want to. I know you want to. It is golden, though. What's up? What are you trying to do? What's going on over here? Nothing. Bananas. There we go. Just the ticket. Well, it's not many, but it is something at least. Also, this sailboat can only transport like 10 bananas at a time. Oh, no. Oh, no. I've got 200 waiting. Right. Well, that's what we call... That's what we call a problem. I can increase this, right? I can increase this because I can take 3 loads of bananas. So that's 30. But that doesn't really make it much better, does it? Oh boy. I've screwed the pooch on this one. Right. We're gonna need to sell bananas somewhere. Sell bananas here. Yeah, well, sell bananas just to get rid of them. Also, can I copy a sailboat? I need some cloth in order to do that. Right, well, you know what the most important thing is? Let's just get... There we go. Get that in there. So that at least gives me some level of banana continuity. Without setting up a permanent outpost on this island, I am just, like, I'm just asking for trouble. Because don't get me wrong, it's great that we've got the ability to get bananas in here. We love it. But everybody is turning around because they have absolutely no energy. Yeah, they just need to sleep. Yeah, so that's not ideal. But happiness is in a pretty good place. We're still continuing to grow our population, which is quite nice. Not displeased with that. I think I just need to get some more cotton and get another sailboat. I mean, if we're going to move bananas across in the quantities that are required, then let's do it. Oh, well, who cares anymore, because we don't need that. We don't need it because we got our island expansion token by delivering enough shirts. I'm feeling much stronger. Great. Let's do it. Cellstone X. Fantastic. And let's go and summon a brand new island. Now, of course, the island that I'm going to summon is the only one that I have available to me. That is the Iron Island. Let's go and nab that. There we go. Very nice. Is that... That's iron. A cargo ship. That's what I need. That's exactly what I need. That is literally exactly what I need. Is that an upgrade that is available? It must be an upgrade that is available. Cargo ship. Perfect. Yep. Give it to me. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. How do I build it? It's going to use metal, isn't it? I knew it. 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 Okay. That's fine. Well, that's... It's an opportunity for my sailboat to do some more work, I suppose. That's fine. Right. So, what is the next population level? 20 perk points. Population level we are going to hit actually fairly soon. Volcano level we're also completely fine for. One more perk point I will take. Yeah, crop yield. So, here's what I think I want to do. I want to head on over to the brand new island There will be probably... Probably, are there any main quests? Yeah, I was going to say there's going to be some main quests for Mini Volcano 1. Deliver coffee berry. Deliver iron ingots. Deliver magic crown. Okay, that's fine. Here's the thing, right? Iron ore deposits, that is the main... That's the raison d'etre of this island. If an island could have a raison d'etre, which I guess it technically can't, but there we go. Yeah, just iron really is what we need. That's fine. Right. People, bring the people in. Do I need to have... Do I need to have houses over here? I think that's probably a pretty decent idea. And then, I guess a market, like a local... Like a little local market. And then... Another harvester hut. Which is what we need wood for. It's fine. Go harvest all of this. And then, yeah, let's see how we make iron. Let's see how we make iron. I have absolutely no idea how we do it. Probably going to be like processing or something. Probably in the forge, right? Magic. Magic that. Absolute magic. Right, buildings. Harvester huts. Great. 2, 2, 2. Yeah, I don't know how people nearby get access to... yeah, I don't know if the houses will be... Yeah, it looks like they'll be reassigned to the people that need them nearby. So they'll come across here. They will stay, which is great. Item slots V2. So they'll stay, and then we will now have the ability to get some work done. So, what I'm thinking that we want to do iron ore harvesting, no question. And then we probably want to have some form of forge works on this sort of corner of the island over there. And I'm thinking that that's the case so that we can bring in coal from another island. There we go. Sell that. Iron ore, it's grand. And what do we need for the forge? I probably don't have the resources. Refined stone brick. So yeah, that's gonna be a bit of a problem. Okay, here's what I want to do. Here's what I'm gonna do, and I am going to use the magic of editing to make it happen. I'm gonna go on over here. I'm gonna set up a very sort of like simple base of operations. Oh, got stuck on something there. Gonna set up a very simple base of operations over here. And we're going to have like a market. We're going to have a few houses. Much the same as the other side of the world. Do you know what? Let's get a few houses here. Great. Just that simple. I'm going to get this set up. I am going to set up a system of delivery. I really want a cargo boat. Really, really, really want a cargo boat. Want a cargo boat like yesterday. Gonna set up a delivery system. Gonna set up a harbor over here. We're gonna set up the coal to be delivered to the harbor. The reason, by the way, that we need to get a housing establishment set up over here is because I need this harvester hut to stop messing around and start getting its butt into gear, so that we can actually get some stuff done. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that done, and I'll catch up with you when I have done just that. Oh, as I was doing that, it's looking pretty good, isn't it? Just finished the 500 banana objective, which is quite nice, and also hit the next level of population milestone. So, do you know what? I'll go and get that done right now. Why the heck not? Oh, that gives me housing capacity too, as well as restaurant and dessert shop. Very nice, very, very nice indeed. Okay, so now we have got the opportunity to divert literally all of our bananas to here. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so we're going to sell bananas. We're going to sell oranges from up here, which should be great. And then most importantly, literally the entire point of this operation Oh, yeah, look at that. Good. Some level 3 houses as well. Very nice. We can get ourselves a much improved. Oh, look at that. It's a full flippin' belt of coal. That's ludicrously good. Yeah, that's amazing. Right. Here's what I want to do. I want to get a harbor. There's literally no point in shipping the resources all the way around there. We can just get ourselves a brand new harbor here. And we'll get a chute, because we love chutes. We love chutes. Chute over here. Down there. Great. And that's going to allow me to store a whole bunch of coal, which is phenomenal. That's really rather good. I also probably should get some pads. Like, I've not gotten any pads. Okay, well, we don't really have the stone to make this happen, but you know what? There was an intent. There was a will. There was a will. There wasn't really a way. Crop yields or regeneration speeds. Give me magic chests. I feel like I've not done anything with magic chests for a little while. Okay. So that's just gonna happen. Let's go and pop out over here. Also, if I need, I could just get a magic chest. Yeah, just give me a magic chest. Ooh, actually, tell you what. I could get a magic chest out here because I could do with getting... There we go. I could do with getting some cloth as well. Does cloth roll? No, there's no way cloth rolls, Potato. That's utterly flippin' stupid. There we go. So yeah, we need cloth as well, because I'm going to need some sailboats. Ideally, I would, as I say, be using cargo ships, but I can't. So, hey-ho. Health is low. Yeah, health has kind of let me down. I don't think I have any... I can't have many products. Coconut milk actually gives me a health benefit. Oh, well, there you go. Tea leaf mastery. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. So that just means that I need 7 more perk points in order to get the next island expansion token. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. We can roll with that. That's great. Anyway, so we got harbor number 1. We're going to get harbor number 2. Harbor number 2 is going to go, I don't know, like probably here. Yeah, I think that's good enough. Then we get vehicles. Again, I really, really want one of those. And we're going to get this here. And we're going to go tasks, pick up, coal, not from there, from around here. Max amount. Great. And drop off. Delete. No. Delete. Drop off there. Great. Did I select the right location? Pick up from here. I've goofed this. I've goofed this. I've goofed it. Where's my boat? Yeah, pick up from there. Okay, good. Pick up coal, drop off coal. There's currently none of it in the hold, but that's okay. There we go. Coal and coal. Brilliant. Have we got any coal in the harbor? We've got 126 coal in the harbor. So that did not pick up, but that's probably because of the messing around that I was doing. And that should be plenty of coal. So, after we get that done, it's a very simple case, I believe, of getting the forge. We need sophisticated stone, don't we? So, sophisticated stone is going to require an upgrade at the stone mill. Yeah. Stone mill, stonemason. And to be honest, I kind of just want to buy another recipe. Extra recipe. Select recipe. Refined stone brick. And it'll just start processing there. And you know what? We could do the exact same thing over here. Extra recipe. Great. Refined stone brick. Yeah, perfect. Absolutely perfect. And that will at least give me what I am after. Refined stone brick. And... oh, yeah. I've got a chest over here. A magic chest. That might very well be the answer to my problems. There we go. That kind of works. And then we go here. Refined stone brick. Great. And refined stone brick. Probably want to sell this at some point. Or feed it to the, you know, volcano. But again, that seems like a problem for a future potato. Produce a whole bunch of refined stone brick. We're going to get 40 XP. Amazing. What a what a moment. That's perfect. Just what I always wanted. 40 XP. It's not a lot of XP at this stage. Anyway, the next quest is to build a forge. Let's go and do that. We need 50 stone bricks. Well, we should have that momentarily. Right, 160 pieces of coal are currently just chilling at this harbor. I've let things run for a little bit. I should now also have enough resources to get myself a forge. Build the forge. Amazing. We get a perk point for doing very, very little there. Now, I think, and whisper it here, but I think that iron is gonna shoot. I think it's gonna shoot, you know. Come on. Yes! It absolutely does shoot. Amazing. Pineapples probably wouldn't. Just a suspicion. Right, let's do something like that. So it's a bit of a journey that we're going to go on, but it's okay. And then what's the recipe? The fuel type is going to be... I suppose the fuel could have been coal, but we're probably going to need... we're probably... oh, no, maybe we didn't even need coal for this entire operation. Oh, well, that's a bit ridiculous. No matter. Oh, well, we've got it over here now, so that, well, might as well use it. Where's my lumber coming from? My lumber's taking sweet time. Is there any way that we can rotationally boost this, actually, as well? No, but there is a way that we can yoink lumber out of here and maybe stick it into something like a magic chest. That's not a bad idea. Yeah. Over there. And down. And down. That's good. Ooh, why did I... oh, no. 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 Why did I fail to do that? Okay. No. Yes. No. Up as high as we can go. Keep it high. And then make it higher. Oh, I have completely screwed the pooch on this. An absolute unmitigated disaster. You are just determined to... you're determined to spite me, video game. I don't know why. That's fine. We will get there. Nice. Okay, so that's good. It's a little bit of a higgledy-piggledy wild goose chase there, but that's fine. Let's also just trash these, because now they're garbage. And back in there. Nice. Okay, that is, all in all, pretty darn good. Let's get our next perk down. We'll get another yield perk, sure. And let's see, we're up to 20 perks. Coffee berries, the mini volcano. Oh yeah, maybe I should do that actually. Oh, I'm in the wrong location. It's fine. No matter. Continue the shooting operation. Great, and down into there. That's what we like to see. And I do not have much, but I can hopefully... there we go. Get enough of the way across here that most of the good stuff can get done. Right. There we go. We are forging iron. It's literally just that simple. Okay, deliver iron ingots to the mini volcano. That maybe is what we want. That maybe could be what we want, but then again, we also have the opportunity to do some more stuff here. For example, I think we need to get burn coal, iron ingot. I think we need to do some further modifications here. Yeah, you down there. Nice. Down to there. Good. Okay, so that's now double the iron production. Is there anything that we require? What do we want to do with this iron is basically what I'm trying to ask. Because we've got 20 iron ingots for a cargo ship, 40 iron ingots for a steam train, metal minecart, it's bamboo. And what about... Oh, no, I tell you what we need. We need... It's going to be made at the workshop, I would wager. Where is it? There we go. Iron rail tile. Refined plank and iron rail. That's going to be what we need for the train. Okay, let's make a workshop here. Cool. And iron rail. Do I want to buffer this? I feel like the answer to that is no. But I will need to get a magic chest. I can't build anymore. It's okay. Ditch that. Increase that. Good. 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 Nice. How's that? That's not too shabby. Does mean that we need to get the refined plank across here somehow. Which... I mean, honestly, I can do quite easily, in fact. Through yet another harbor. Copy. Paste in there. And let's just make sure that this is split appropriately. Yeah. How about damn apples? That's great. Okay, iron ingot and then steel. I have no idea how we make steel. Although, actually, if we were going to figure it out, probably be through this area. No, we don't have the machinery. No. Steel, yeah. We clearly need to get more. We need to get more unlocks before we get steel. That's fine. That is disappointing, but not necessarily the end of the world. Is there anything that we want to get right now? The farm. I mean, the idea of the farm. I think we've kind of been very fortunate in the sense that we've had enough resources. Rail cars. I kind of would love to see a rail car. Let's go and do that. I really hope that I can make it. I guess we will see. A water trench, a logic block, a windmill. A windmill would be good. Wood stove, power generator. We don't have the power generator yet. We need to be population level 10. I'll take the windmill. Sure. For a little bit of extra juicy rotational power. Production speed 2. Oh, okay. We can get some sweet, sweet upgrades there. That is very nice. Let's have a little look. Sailboat, sailboat, sailboat. Ooh. No, don't have the iron wheels yet. That's annoying. It's fine though. Right, add a task. Target, pick up. Yep. And then drop off here. There we go. And then we set you to just do coal, which you already are doing. And then we set this. There we go. To just do refined plank. Amazing. Amazing. Ditch. Good. How's that? That's not looking too shabby. That's not looking too shabby at all. I don't think there's any way that we can accelerate this at all. It's kind of at max capacity already. Fine. Fine. And you know what? We'll get a few people assigned here as well. Great. And that's pretty good. 1,000 iron ingot. That's a hell of a lot of iron ingot. The coffee berries, the mini volcano. That's actually not crazy because we have coffee berries over here. You know what? I will get this set up. Oh, bummer. We can do it fairly easily. The problem is I do keep losing my avatar. I keep wandering away with it and then having to find it again and get it all sorted. Oh, this is looking so good though. This is looking so good. What other objectives do I have side quest wise, like to supply? Deliver shovels. That's 250 is a heck of a lot. Rail tiles, deliver coffee, mocha, lemonade. Favor level up. Love to see it. Love to see it. Produce refined stone, deliver the refined stone. Pineapple masteries just happened. Deliver the dough, deliver coconut milk. Deliver dough, deliver coconut milk. Windmill, deliver cloth satchel. Okay, that's fine. Upgrade quests. Ooh, I see. Yeah, I've not even looked at these to be fair. Cultivation, yeah, we'll get that squared away like so. That's good. Yeah, wow, holy cow. This is just amazing. This is fantastic. I've not even discovered all of the flippin' islands, but the objectives are to get... I can't summon the island. I thought I could summon the island for a second there. The objectives are obviously to get everybody, to get all the volcanoes raised out of the ground, and then defeat some big fireball up in the sky. I could do this. I could do this all day. I am absolutely so pumped to be playing this. Late game stuff, we got steam turbine, steam boiler, coal furnace, electric motor, solar panel, honeybee hive. I don't suspect that's super late game, but there we go. The tuk-tuk, the wagon, the road as well. That's not very late game at all, but hey-ho. Terraforming, the cloud block, a block that floats in the air and can be used to support buildings. That's pretty cool. Worker inventory. Nice. I like it. I like it a lot. And then we've also got a mage tower magma shrine, a water shrine, and a wind shrine, and as well as a mana power generator. Now, if you played the original Factory Town, some of these buildings will be very familiar to you. And in fact, when you get to the crystal level, when you get to the shrine level, it's like a whole nother game just sort of begins again. There is so many different layers to Factory Town, and Factory Town 2, what can I say? I've had an absolute blast, and I really, really dig it. I think you should go and check it out. Linked down in the description below. Thank you again to the developer for sponsoring this video. My name, of course, has been Orbital Potato. This has been Factory Town 2 Paradise. Again, go check it out. Link down in the description below. Thanks for watching, folks. I'll catch you next time. Bye.